Well, it's that time of year again. The soccer season is officially here. You know who this guy is, head coach Tom Stone. I'm Taylor Peters. Coach, one more sleep until the season officially starts for you guys. I know that you've been here. This is going to be your 10th season as a head coach for Texas Tech, but do you still get those butterflies, those exciting feelings on this same day every year?
Yeah, I think everybody does. You know, we feel like it's that same thing the day before the first preseason practice. We feel that way before we play DU, and then, you know, it'll be kind of amplified a little bit when it's for real here against New Mexico on Friday night.
What a great way to start off the season, too. The first 7 games on the schedule are going to be right here at home. I know that you did that strategically.
Some of it's strategic, some of it is just the way it all works out with scheduling. It's a real tricky, you know, item, getting your schedules just right, and a lot of people dropping people and schedules changing and people picking up games last minute. I think for a young team, it turns out to be a pretty good idea. We're going to be comfortable at home. We love our big, wide field and play pretty well at home. We've got a good record here. So I do like it, but it puts a little more pressure on us for our first road trip of the year because, you know, those freshmen won't have experienced that much. That's why we went to Denver in preseason.
Right, and you mentioned, obviously, that Denver game, that exhibition game that you guys are fresh off from last weekend. Jade King, I mean, you say that name, you may be hearing it for the first time, but it's going to be the first of many here. She's a freshman. How huge has she been for you guys, especially just coming in? She graduated high school early in the spring, and she's only really been here a semester.
Yeah, she made, I think, a great decision to come early. It was perfect for her. She wanted to get transitioned into college soccer before it was real. She had a rough first month, and then all of a sudden the light came on in the middle of February, March, and she's kind of been running downhill ever since. You know, she's one of the kids that comes early and stays late. She puts in all the extra work, so you love that about someone who's as young as Jade is. And, you know, she's been reaping the benefits. When you put in that kind of time and you've got that kind of talent, you're probably going to get your chances, and she's put away more chances than she's missed so far.
Well, let's talk about tomorrow's game, New Mexico. It'll be at 7 o'clock right here. What do you anticipate? You mentioned those young girls earlier. What do you anticipate from them in their very first game?
Well, I think there'll be some nerves, but, you know, we always commit that first game to our seniors. We always talk about launching the season off correctly and, you know, focusing on the things that you can control. We're excited if we get a big crowd. You know, the community's been really great the last few years when the students aren't here yet. The community's come out and supported us. It's been rowdy, and we usually respond to that. You know, our girls aren't afraid of a big crowd or having a lot of noise in the building. So, you know, typically it's been a pretty exciting opening night, and we'll play it up as best we can.
And the Missouri State coming up on Sunday, that game also at 7 o'clock. What do you expect to see from Missouri State?
You know, they're new on our schedule. This is a team that you know, a lot of people in their region have enjoyed playing against. They came highly recommended from some of our friends up that way, and said, look, this is a great game if you can get it. We spoke to the coaches. They were, you know, ready to do it. So, you know, it's a tough physical team. They're a team that will be prepared, and they get a Friday night game. We get a Friday night game, and we get max rest for Sunday. So both teams should be at their best again.
Well, both of those games going to be great ones here at the John Walker Soccer Complex. And if you want any scheduling information, just go to texastech.com. We're going to have a newcomers feature coming out a little bit later. If you want to see those girls in action, though, be here at 7 o'clock Friday and Sunday night. Coach, thanks for hanging out with us today.
Thanks for having me.
I appreciate it.